Okay, so to start this look, as you can see, I've already done my foundation, and that was my Bare Minerals foundation as well that I've done. I've actually just done a video on it, on how to apply it if you want to check that below. Now I'm going to do things maybe in a slightly different order from everyone else. I'm going to actually start by doing my brows first. I'm going to be using my Chanel brow palette in Brun, which is this one here, and I'm going to be going for the darkest of the colours, which is this one here. It's the one, because I've got my hair dyed black, even though my roots are clearly not black, it's the one that I tend to go to, just because it matches best. If I'm looking beyond the camera, it's because I've got a mirror right behind the camera, so it just helps me to see a little bit better. So with these, I'm not looking for perfect brows, I'm just looking to fill them in and darken them, because as you can see, they're very light and they're quite thin, and they always have been. I've never had sort of particularly thick eyebrows. So I don't really pluck them, I only tidy them up, because if I plucked them any further there wouldn't be much brow left at all. So here we go. So I don't know if you've just watched my other video, or if you will after this, but I just found a whole bunch of white hairs at the top of my head in between doing the two videos, which is kind of annoying. But I found my first grey hair. I'm 32 now, I'm nearly 33, I'll be 33 in April, and it's the end of February right now. I found my first one about a week before my 30th birthday, which was quite disheartening. But it's part of life. Nothing much I can do about it other than just keep dyeing it, but because my hair's so long, it takes a lot to dye my hair. It takes a lot of time and 2 boxes of dye if I don't go to the hairdressers. And the hairdressers never do what I want. I always want permanent dye, and they never ever do permanent dye. So there we go. I know my eyebrows are looking quite scary now, but when it's all done together, the whole look, they'll tie in. If ever you think you've just done a bit too much, just kind of, you can go over them with your fingers just to kind of knock them back a little bit. But finished look, it looks fine. So okay, so I'm going to start by applying my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. It's going to be quite a heavy Urban Decay look, this one, because it's Urban Decay eyeshadows, Urban Decay primer, and Urban Decay mascara as well. Okay, that's that. So with this look, it's a little bit different from how you would normally do it. A lot of people tend to put the bright colours on the outside. I'm actually going to be putting the really bright colour on the inside, and then the dark colour on the outside. So it's going to be kind of smoky, but with very light colour in the middle. And the light colour is from the Urban Decay 15th anniversary palette. Trying to remember what it was called. I was going to say Naked palette, but it's not. And it's the colour called Deep End, which is this one here. Just trying to catch the light so you can really see it. It's an absolutely beautiful sort of, I don't really want to call it teal because it's a lot brighter than that. It's on my finger. There. It's really, really, really beautiful. Very highly pigmented and very shimmery as well. Just reminds me of like mermaids. If I had to name that, I would call it Mermaid. It's a really, really pretty colour. Okay, so I'm going to apply this. I'm just going to decide which brush to use. I'm going to use my MAC flat brush, which is I think it's a 239. It's really hard to tell because the numbers have worn off. That's where the numbers are there. So it's really, really, really hard to tell, so forgive me if I do tell you the wrong one. But yeah, basically it's this brush here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of the product first, tap it off, and then I'm just going to start from the inside here. And I'm going to put it out for just over half the lid as well. Just one little bit at a time. I'd rather put too little on than too much. This look is particularly good if for like an evening or something like that as well. So I wouldn't worry about having it a little bit patchy there because I'm going to be blending in with a much darker colour anyway. And just with the tip, the end bit, I am just going to go under my eye as well. Okay, now because that's come out so far, I am just going to take some of that away just with my finger. There we go, perfect. Okay, I'm just going to do this one eye for the moment, and I'll do the other eye after. Excuse me. Okay, and then also from the Urban Decay 15th anniversary palette, I'm going to be using the colour Blackout, which I know is in the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette as well, I believe. Okay, and for this one, I'm just going to be using like just a fluffy brush, basically. And I'm just going to start from about the middle and then just blend outwards. See here. I know it looks awful right now, but it will look better when it's finished. The reason I like Blackout is because it is completely matte black, there's no sparkle in it. Because the blue is so shimmery, you're drawn to the blue as well as it will smoke itself as well. But I am going to be putting another colour on top of the Blackout as well. So the way I'm doing it is just sort of to build it up, so you've got darker on the outside and then sort of fading in across the bottom and then across the top as well. There's not much product left on the brush now, but that's exactly what I want. Okay, then I'm going to take a shading brush. Now it's a shading brush, but it's so thin and narrow and quite firm. I don't like using it as a shading brush. I like to use the tip to do more sort of straight lines. I'm going to be going in to Blackout and just going underneath the eye, just to sort of meet the blue there. Like that. Okay, and then just going to kind of knock that back a little bit with my finger. Don't forget, this is an evening look as well. This is like for a party or something like that. This is not something you would just, of course, do sort of every day or anything like that. Okay, it's supposed to be dramatic. Okay, perfect. Right, so I'm going to go in for my, find the right pencil. It's my Chanel Kohl pencil in black, just for the waterline. And then with my Chanel liquid eyeliner, I'm just going to go around and do quite a big wing on it as well. Let's go under the eye. Just let that dry for a second. Okay, so that's both eyes done now. Okay, so the next step is to curl my eyelashes and then apply some mascara. Literally with this I just done exactly the same as the other eye. So I'll just let you come in a bit closer so you can have a look at the colour. Right. Okay, the mascara I'm going to be using is the Urban Decay Skyscraper Multi-Benefit Mascara, which is this one. It's in black. I don't know if it comes in other colours. I would assume it probably does, but who knows. I like this one because it's got the really small wand, which really grips my eyelashes well. I'm not going to be doing the mascara on the bottom lashes either. Purely because, I mean, you can if you want. The look will still look good. It's just the case of, for me, I get a lot of transference down to the bottom, and I get like real panda eyes if I do that. So, and that's with any mascara that I've tried. That's Chanel, that's Urban Decay, Maybelline, Fat Cats, all of them. I get that. It's just my face, but. Okay, so that's the eyes done. I'm going to put a little bit of blusher on the cheeks, but I'm not going to put too much on because this look is all about the eyes. I've just got mascara all over blusher all over my leg because it just fell out. Okay, blusher brush. I'm just going to use my Model's Own blusher brush. It's nice and soft. And I'm going to be using, for my blusher, I'm going to be using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Blonde, which is this one here. It's just beautiful. And I'm going to be using kind of like the lighter half because it's more of a highlight. And I think because this is kind of like a mermaid-y look, as I would call it more like a sultry mermaid, I want a more shimmery look. So, and from watching, was it Goss, makeup artist, Matt Goss, I think his name is, he does a tutorial on how to do blusher, and I've always done it on the apples of my cheeks, so there. But he says to do cheekbones because when you do that and smile, that does actually drop down a bit, so you end up with blusher down here, and that's exactly what was happening to me. So I'm trying to stay with it being sort of a higher. So this isn't going to be adding much rosiness to the cheeks, but it's going to be adding shimmer because the lighter colour here in Blonde does work really well as a highlight as well. So it gives you sort of quite a lot of shimmer. I don't know if you can, if my camera's picking that up, but it does. That's what I'm going to do for that. And then I'm just going to finish it off with some Revlon Super Lustrous lip gloss in Shine City, which is just a very neutral one. There we go. And I know I've put my hair up, but you can kind of just like messy up the look with your hair and just like, I haven't really got the right hair for it, but just really sort of mess it up. Just for kind of a really messy evening. If you're going out to a club, like, it's quite a good look because you're going to have like dark rooms, so it's going to like impact the look even more. Or, you know, if you just go into a bar or something like that and you just want something a little bit more different, something that's going to draw people's attention to your eyes a bit more, then this is a really good look for that. I'll just come in a little bit closer and you can have a look at the finished look. There we go. So I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. If you've got any comments, please leave them below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see any more of my videos. But thanks for watching, and hope you have a great day. Bye now. Bye.